Hello grade 8 students, for today we will be discussing angle pairs, which is all about vertical angles and linear pairs. In today's lesson, you should be able to differentiate and illustrate congruent angles, linear pair, vertical angles, and adjacent angles. But what are those angles? First, let's discuss congruent angles. When we say congruent angles, these are two angles that have the same measure. So example, I have here angle ABC and angle DEF. As you can see, they have the same measure, which is 20 degrees. So we can say that angle ABC and angle DEF are congruent angles. Next, we have adjacent angles. These are two coplanar angles that have a common vertex and side but no common interior points. So as you can see here, we have angle CBA and angle ABD. They share a common side, which is ray BA, and they also have a common vertex, which is point B. So we can say that angle CBA and angle ABD are adjacent angles. Next is vertical angles. So these are non-adjacent angles that are formed by the intersection of two lines. So as you can see here, line AE intersected line CD at point B. So it forms four angles. So we have here angle ABC and angle DBE, the one with blue markings. So we can say that angle ABC and angle DBE are vertical angles. Why is that? Because when angle ABC measures 90 degrees, automatically angle DBE is also 90 degrees. If that is 60 degrees, again, angle DBE is 60 degrees as well. The same with angle ABD and angle CBE. Last, we have linear pair. These are two angles formed that are adjacent and supplementary. So once you see two angles which are adjacent and which are supplementary, it is a linear pair. So here we have here angle CBA and angle ABD. They are adjacent because they share a common side, which is ray BA, and they have a common vertex, which is point B. And as you can see here, the two angle forms a straight line, which is a supplementary. Therefore, we can say that angle CBA and angle ABD are linear pair. Now, let's apply those concepts in our activity. So, let's name the following. So, let's have the first one. Let's name one congruent angle. So, the best example here is angle HMA and angle LMO. So as you can see here, angle HMA is 90 degrees and angle LMO is also 90 degrees. They have the same measurement. Therefore, angle HMA and LMO are congruent angles. Next, let's name one vertical angles. So I have here angle HMN and angle EML. So as you can see here, angle HMN and angle EML are vertical angles because line NE intersected at line HL at point M, wherein they also have the same measurement. Next, let's name one linear pair. So the best example of this one is angle HME and angle EML. So as you can see here, angle HME and EML is linear pair because they are both adjacent and they are supplementary. They are adjacent because they share a common side, which is side ME, and they are supplementary because 120 plus 60 is 180 degrees. Last one, let's have one adjacent angle. So we have here angle NMO and angle LMO. So as you can see here, these two angles are adjacent because they have a common vertex and they share a common side, which is ray MO. Now, let's name a pair of adjacent angles that do not form a linear pair and not complementary. So the best example of this one is angle NMO and angle LMO as well. Why? Because angle NMO and angle LMO is not linear pair because 30 plus 90 is just 120, and this is not also complementary because like what I've said, 30 plus 90 is 120, not 90. Next, let's name a pair of angles that are not congruent and not supplementary. So I have here angle AME and angle EML. So as you can see here, these two angles are not congruent because they have different measurement. The other one measures 30 degrees and then the other one measures 60 degrees. They are also not supplementary because 30 plus 60 is 90, not 180. Last, let's have congruent angles that form a linear pair. So here we have angle HMA and angle AML. So as you can see here, these two angles are congruent because they both measures 90 degrees and they form a linear pair. Now, let's apply the concept of those four angles in our activity. Let's find the value of the missing angle. So in this given figure, we have a missing angles which are angles X, Y, and Z. And we have a given which is 77 degrees. So we know that angle Y and 77 degrees angle are vertical angles. So we can say that Y measures 77 degrees. We also know that angle Y and angle X is a linear pair. Therefore, it forms a 180 degrees. So to find the value of X, we just simply divide 77 to 180, so that is 103 degrees. And we know that angle X and angle Z are vertical angles. Therefore, if angle X measures 103 degrees, therefore, angle Z also measures 103 degrees. Next, let's have the next figure. We have here angle AOB and angle COD. Okay? We know that angle AOB and angle COD are vertical angles. Therefore, their measurement are the same. Okay? So we can equate that. We can have 2x minus 20 equals x plus 5. Let's combine like terms. So we have 2x minus x equals 5 plus 20. The value of x is 25. So the value of x is 25. So to find the measurement of angle COD, we just simply substitute x to 25. So 25 plus 5 is 30. And we know that COD and angle AOB are vertical angles. Therefore, this is also 30 degrees. And we also know that angle AOB and angle AOC are linear pair. So to get the value of angle AOC, we just simply subtract 30 from 180. So that is 150 degrees. And we know that angle AOC and angle BOD are vertical angles. Therefore, this is also 150 degrees. Let's have our last figure. So let's find the value of the missing angle. So I have here x and other angles which are missing, and we have the given angle which is angle BOC which is 80 degrees and angle EOD which is 140 degrees. Let's find first the value of x. We know that angle AOE and angle DOE are linear pair. So therefore, it measures 180 degrees. To find the value of x, just subtract 140 from 180. It is 40 degrees. So the value of x is 40 degrees. And we know that angle AOE and angle COD are vertical angles. So we can say that angle COD is 40 degrees as well. Okay? Next is that let's find the value of angle AOB. We know that when we add angle AOE, angle AOB, and angle BOC, it will measures up to 180 degrees. So we have 80 plus 40 which is 120. Subtract it to 180, so we have 60 degrees. Alright, so let's have a short assessment. Determine whether the statement is always, sometimes, or never true. Pause the video for a while and then I will reveal the answer afterwards. For number 1, linear pairs are congruent angles. The correct answer is sometimes. Supplementary angles form a linear pair. The correct answer is sometimes. Number 3, vertical angles are non-adjacent angles. The correct answer is always true. And lastly, congruent angles are adjacent angles. The correct answer is sometimes. Now, it's your turn. Let's have a short exercises. Pause the video for a while and answer the following questions. So here are the answers on our previous exercises. If you got it correct, congratulations. If you got it 5/8, much better if you can watch the video again and answer these exercises. That's all for today. Do not forget to access your Quiper accounts for a short assessment. Don't hesitate to ask Sir Alex and Miss Ria if you have further questions. Thank you and God bless.